We'll never see somebody like Barry Sanders again.
It was lightning from the first snap that he took. Because of that, Detroiters were just all in.
This second, he's here, and then 1,001, he's not here anymore. He's over there, and you're tackling air.
Normal joints don't move the way Barry Sanders' joints move. I'm sorry.
How do you juke people, get to the end zone, and just give the ball to the ref?
He's so humble, and it's real.
He just wanted to play football.
This guy did something special every single Sunday.
He gave Detroit a sense of hope that the city desperately needed.
It's a privilege to be one of the players that will help restore the roar.
He had the greatest running back that ever played the game.
But then
Something happened.
Shocking announcement has thousands of fans feeling flustered.
Barry Sanders will retire, not with the press conference, but with a statement.
He sends a fax.
Fax machine?
Everybody's trying to figure out why.
What the F are you doing?
Was Barry frustrated playing for a losing team?
Is this a bargaining ploy?
My dad was opinionated.
It was tough to experience that.
he would tell Barry he'll never be better than Jim Brown.
He was affected by guys who got hurt.
Or his teammates suffer serious injuries.
Nobody walks away at the peak of their powers like this.
What is good, YouTube? Is Coffee back at it, man. And we got some pretty interesting news here, man. Eminem, Barry Sanders, and Barry's former teammate quarterback Scott Mitchell. A bit of a rift going on here, man. Now, Barry Sanders been running it up on the promo tour for this Bye Bye Barry documentary. I think it just dropped. I have not seen it. I'm amped. I want to see it. You know, it's supposed to go into more about Barry Sanders' amazing career, the way he walked away from the game with his health. Even like Barry knew, and everyone knew, he was going to eclipse that all-time rushing title record. But he was like, man, in trying to push on for a title, as the Lions weren't the best at that time when Barry Sanders was there, man. How about them Lions right now, though? But, you know, like, he had a lot to play for, and he was the man. And he just said, yo, I'm going to retire, you know? So it's always been a really interesting storyline, why he did it. And, you know, just, it's dope that this documentary has dropped, man. And I heard him doing some promo for this on the McAfee show, and he shouted out his former college teammate, another great running back, one of the greatest of all time, Thurman Thomas, who played for the Bills. Y'all know what it is, right? But in the, you know, rollout to this coming out, Eminem is involved with this as well. As you know, he's a Detroit native, and you see it was making the headlines that he was shouting out Eminem, you know, like, hey, this is dope to have you as a fan of me, you know. And it was saying that his kids are a fan of Eminem and everything. Like, this is cool. I always think it's interesting when you see different worlds cross over, sports, music, hip hop. Like, I always talk about that in my blogs, where different worlds cross over, the streets, you know, the prison content, and squares that like to watch that content. It's just interesting, the dynamic of seeing different worlds cross over. And, you know, Eminem and Barry Sanders in their different fields are icons, right? But apparently Scott Mitchell, as I mentioned just a few moments ago, Barry's former quarterback, is like mad as fuck and sounds off here and has some things to say about Eminem, Barry Sanders, and former coach Wayne Fontes. And I don't know, again, if I have not seen it yet, so if you've seen it, let me know what you thought about the documentary, period, and what you think about what Mitchell's saying here. And is he, you know, is he tripping, or were some of the things, the way he was referenced and covered in this documentary, not right? Does he have a right to be mad? Like, let me know your thoughts, but let's get right to it, y'all. So check it out. He put this on his Facebook page. He said, I just watched Bye Bye Barry on Amazon Prime. It was not a very pleasant experience. I was Barry Sanders' teammate for 5 years. I had a front row seat to some of the most amazing plays in NFL history. He will never have an equal as pure a runner, he will never have an equal as pure a runner in the NFL. I could argue that there were several running backs that were more complete, but I won't. Barry was great. So that's interesting there, man. It's like he's giving him his props, but then saying he's not. There were guys that were better complete backs. So that's interesting, right? Like, I don't know, he's just kind of throwing a couple little jabs there, a little subtle jab, right? What do they call that? Is that passive aggressive? I don't know, but everyone, what do you guys think about that? Is he kind of dissing? Is their backs more complete than Barry? Let's continue on. He says, however, I am so tired of hearing how I was the reason that Barry Sanders never won a Super Bowl. I'm so tired of hearing how I was not a good QB. My only response is, fuck you all. That includes Eminem and Jeff Daniels. I can't even begin to tell you what a disappointment it is to hear my own coach, Wayne Fonts, who went out in free agency and actively recruited me to the point of begging me to come to Detroit, say that he wanted Joe Montana or Warren Moon, and that the only thing that was missing from the team winning the Super Bowl was a quarterback. A little support from the coach might have gone a long way. Wayne never had my back. Damn, man. This is the stuff in life. Like, tap in with your thoughts on all this, but just in general, man, not just referencing this. When people have old grudges and stuff like that, it's like, that's why you always got to get it out of the way, man. But you know, that ish will eat you up. And you can just tell, in my opinion, that Mitchell, like, this has been brewing for years. But again, I haven't seen the documentary. Were they not talking about Mitchell in a proper way? Was it disrespectful? Like, again, for those that seen it, I can't wait to see this. Let's continue on, man. Bottom line, Barry Sanders had everything in Detroit. Everyone loved him. Everything was built for Barry to succeed. In his 10-year career, he won one playoff game, and the only reason he didn't win more was everyone else was the problem. How many yards did Barry have in the playoffs in 94, 95, 97? I'll give you a hint. Not very many. We all are to blame for not winning a championship in Detroit, even Barry Sanders. So there's the whole team aspect, you know? No I in team. I don't know. And here he closes it out by saying, I will believe until I die that had we been given more time and patience with the offense and the talent we had, we could have made a deep run in the playoffs and competed to win a Super Bowl. Man, so Scott Mitchell, you know, sounding off, getting it off his chest, which is good, man, you know? But there's always been a lot, like, you guys know, if you watch the channel, I love talking sports, right? And Barry Sanders, again, probably the greatest running back of all time. I would say so, but there's so many different metrics and ways you can look at things. It's hard, you know, with the whole GOAT title and to put it on just one person with whatever you're talking about. But, you know, everyone's always, like I said, like, why did Barry walk away? Was he smart to, you know, oh man, they could have won a Super Bowl if they did this or that, or I don't know. I got to go see this documentary, man. Like, were they really laying into Mitchell? Was Mitchell a disappointment if you were a fan watching the game back then? I mean, you guys know I'm a diehard Bills fan, right? But there's that documentary out there, The Four Falls of Buffalo, that highlights our 4 Super Bowl losses, you know? And we were a stacked team. And I don't know, I'm kind of getting off track a bit, but this is just interesting, man, you know? But like I was saying, you could tell this is something that's been, you know, that resentments that people have been hanging on to. I don't know. Let's talk about it. Sub up. Thanks for watching, guys. It's crazy, though, right? Because Mitchell is like, more or less seems like he's feeling disrespected and sick of having his name dragged through the mud, according to him. But I don't know, he did the whole kind of passive aggressive thing there too, where he said, like, it's all our faults. But then it kind of really seemed like he was taking some serious jabs at Barry at the same time. I don't know, man. Let me just stop talking, open up them comments. Thanks for watching. Yo, he said F you to Eminem, too. That's crazy, man. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. It's coffee, music, news, sports, and more. I'm out of here, guys.